Good morning. So I did not do my non-dimensionals last night because I was so tired. It's just the eclipse and the energy and yada 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 has just thrown me for a loop. Hold on, what's that? Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to just get down to it and do these dishes. I gotta turn my oven on. Thank you. And I have my little altar set up here in the kitchen. Since his has his, I'll probably move mine back, but like for now, it's in the kitchen area where all the magical cooking happens. Ha! A little further. Sorry, you can barely see me. I'm still trying to figure out this tablet and how to do it. Ooh, I made some instant pudding last night. I didn't have the stuff to make homemade pudding. Oh. I had a cheesecake pudding. It was pretty good, especially with the oatmeal. My dom had oatmeal with peanut butter, and I had oatmeal with pudding, which even gave it a little more sweeter taste because the pudding was sugar free. So I can that will be out of the way and it'll be less things for me to chew today. We're kind of on this AI kick of pictures and whatnot. Having difficulty with Red Riding Hood. Don't know why. What was my mind? I don't think the AI can grasp Red Riding Hood properly. Or Smurfette. But it is a fun app. And if you get the premium, which we did, which we only pay once a year, so I mean that alone, I gotta put that on my things to do. My gum pulls me a little bit. It was so funny this morning because we were just woke up. I had just made a huge pot of coffee, which I still got going on for a little bit. Um, and he was like, in the spirit of openness, he's like, I saw such and such. One of them was the thing about Virgos. And I have nothing to hide, so I just leave it there, you know. I mean, I'm into being a witch. I am into astrology and the zodiac signs and their traits and stuff. I mean, how else are you to really grasp the characteristics of the partner that you're with if you do not know their traits. Now, I've read some of them. He read all 30, and I'm like, yeah, no. I didn't get that far, but I read some. It's like, you should read it. It's very interesting. Well, at least the first part of it. So it's like, it was like they were explaining me. I said, well, at least, yeah, because you are a Virgo. It's like, especially with some of them, and I'm like, yeah, I bet. He's so sweet. He is truly my soulmate. I feel that. I have not ever been able to cry like I have since been with this man. And he's just so understanding and so, and lets me in my moments of, just cry. And I never had that. I mean, not even with my ex-husband. But he's all around amazing guy. I couldn't ask for a better dog. Because it is hard for me. It has always been hard for me in the past to have that safe space to cry. Because my ex was always, oh, well, deal with it, get over it, all that kind of good stuff. Not, not one bit good stuff, but we'll just do some sarcastic there. So that's like one of the main issues I had with my ex was not being able to mourn and process. And with Aquarian, we process. And if we don't get a process, that's not a good thing. We are very patient creatures. But when we are wrong, robbed of that the ability to process things. Um, Everything just goes haywire for me, please. And and I was very patient with him in this whole thing for 5, 6 years, you know, and I was just so fed up with it. I was like, when is this man going to freaking get a clue of who he has with him and what a Korean woman is about, or even just regular sources? I mean, you claim you know me so well, but you don't know me at all. There was like no communication whatsoever. Like he would literally come home from work and be on his phone or watch wrestling. And there was like no communication at all. Just none. So, and where there's no communication, things are bound to get very quick. I gave him so many chances to prove me wrong that he can change, that he could see what he was doing. And in this, I lost myself. I became very unhappy. I was taking, and I don't mind taking care of kids. I don't. No. But, excuse my language, but for fuck's sake, be appreciative of what you have, in front of you. Because that can go by real quick. Real quick. And he just, I guess he couldn't grasp that concept. I'm not going to say that. That's chocolate. And I know my dog is slipping well. And I just got her to where she's not getting sick right now because of this. So, since God, I don't think any of my exes really um, really kind of grasped the concept. I mean, they did their own thing and left me to just do whatever. One, my son's dad was stuck in his own world. And two, all the others, they were stuck on themselves too. So, I mean, that just left me figuring things out for myself. But we're also in the process of hopefully moving. We got lovely things that just don't need to happening. Like we are now having to use a extension cord to plug in our air fryer because the top plug-in on the plug-in is not working. The bottom one so far is lasting. Hopefully it lasts because that has our fridge in it. And then if that goes out, all of our food that we have in there in the freezer is done. So it's just craziness. But what can you do? What can you do? Um, we still have no word on my daughter and her baby, or whatever you want to call him. So that could be a little bit longer. That could be just gathering up info and making sure all the P's and Q's and I's are dotted and whatnot. But the family is just a wait and see on what happens. Because they've already, like I said in the previous videos, they've already confessed to doing this to this person. Um, and I don't get where this whole thing is coming from with her and her thinking because she's too quick to judge. She's too quick um, to just beat up anybody, and it doesn't matter who it is. It could be an old man, it could be an old woman, and I know my mom didn't raise her up that way, so there's that, and I'm like, where is this coming from, child? Because I'm looking for something to put this in, so I can have my coffee. Whoop! I didn't scare you. Let's see if this will work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. As the Bachelorette celebrated, Heather and Sarah are faced with the first hurdle, getting 12 appetizers to the table, all at the same time. Hey, Missy, how many is this? I'll just put this here. You will not see me. I guess that's my coffee because it's holding up the tablet. I gotta find like a selfie or a tripod for this because I do believe this is probably going to be the main one. We're going to switch my phone card in this one and get it on and everything so I can do it that way. I am so like and the reason I got the rest of the dishes soaking is because I have a whisk that I used for the pudding and it needs to soak so I'll be able to get it off and it be clean. Oh my god, my hair, look at this. I really gotta take a shower today, but that's neither here or there right now because I just don't have the energy for it. I can't wait because this phone is a pain in the buttocks. Like literally a pain in the butt. I'll watch that later. Bella, that was oh my god, bigger butt. I'm taking a picture and sending it today, right now. Watch it. Oh, you see, this is what I mean. It just freaking. Hopefully, I got that picture. Hopefully. Let's see. Probably not because it just freaking booted me off of the camera. Yeah, see, it's not even one of the. It did it again. Oh, oh, I I'm so getting mad. Oh. Let's see. Hopefully that time I got something. Oh. No, nothing. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this. My, there we go. Third time's a charm, obviously. Are you better now that you have that hiding you? Huh? Are you better now that you have that hiding you? Huh, Bubba girl? Little roll? You gonna roll? Oh, let's do a big old stretch. Let's do a big old stretch. Come here. No, I ain't coming to get you. You can come here and to me. Okay, let's roll around. That's fine. Come on, baby. I'm not playing this game with you. Come here. Come here, mama. Come here. Come here. Mama, love it. Let's say hi to everyone. Hi. Nice to see you again. Yeah. Oh, what's your little bubba? What's your little bubba girl? What's your so good love? Yes, you are. You're so sweet, baby. Look at my little hellhound. She was gone all day yesterday with her buddy who's moving at the end of the month. Yeah, I know. What are you going to do? You're going to be lost. We're going to be the lost puppers. It sure is. That's all right. We'll find a friend for you. We'll find a friend for you. Yes, we will. Oh, we're going to love you so very much. It's a good baby. It's a very good baby. It's a very good baby. But it's just a waiting game, huh, Bubba girl? Just a wait and see game. See what they do. Because it has to go to upper levels now. Now that they admitted that it was a hate crime. So instead of state, it's going to federal court now. And depending on how busy the judge is to um, and whatnot, and if they have enough evidence, I really think they have enough evidence. Just with the confession, them confessing that they have done it, that puts them like, you just admit that this is what happened and this is why it happened. So now, instead of it just being a crime, it's going to go to, instead of state, it's going to go to the federal courts, and then they have to do an indictment and all this other stuff. So, well, we're just waiting on to see what the judge says. And I know my um, my dog will let me know what happens, or if we don't see those two anymore, or three, I should say, that then we know that they were charged with a crime, um, and well, they're going to be charged with a crime anyways, and see what happens from there. They could get probation or whatnot, but I doubt it because the dude was almost unrecognizable. That is how badly they beat him up. So, with that being said, the family is just waiting to see what justice will do. See what Daddy said. LMAO. But yeah. I will like that one. That is a pretty picture. I want Daddy to work with that one. That reminds me of my Kella. She has blue eyes. I think that's the reason I am drawn to wolves with blue eyes and white fur. He is so artistic. Very artistic. And I love seeing him work his magic in these AIs because they're so beautiful. You are so getting dewormed. Keep it tail. Everybody's in a rare form today, little Miss Bella Ruru. You're not going outside today. It's raining. 9:43, 7 o'clock. He opens the door and he's like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go. It's raining." I'm like, "Yeah." And then I looked at the time and it was 7 something. I was like, "Oh yeah, you really gotta go. It's getting late." It's a tasking job that he has, and I guess that's why I strive so hard to keep the balance so he can have a calm, soothing atmosphere to come home to where he doesn't have to worry about anything. He can just come home, sit, have, I mean, on our week, when he's off on the weekends and Fridays when he comes home, I make sure that there's coffee. On the weekdays, I have tea, water, or milk, or something else. Or if we have a soda pop, I have try to get that ready for him along with everything else. That, so he just really doesn't have to worry about anything. The floors are kept swept and mopped because of this one right here, and he he deserves the best. I mean, because what he does is not an easy feat. He handles the masses in a mass quantity, like 100. This is people coming in, and so he has to deal with 100 people at once, and everyone demanding something from him, uh, and whatnot, and or not even understanding and grasping the concept that they don't have to open up at all. And on days like this, they usually open up early because of it being cold and rainy outside. And then on the weekends, if it's cold enough and rainy outside, then they'll open that up. But usually they don't open on the weekends. The only reason they were open during the winter is because it was so cold. And out of the kindness of their hearts, because Heather and my Dom, they're like, they have such a big hearts, and they don't want to see anybody outside, especially if they have an animal, because both of them are like animal lovers. So, that goes to boot. And then you have these idiots that think that they have to open up on the weekends or early. You know, During the week, yeah, I can understand that. But on a weekend when it is their day off, they're there making sure idiots don't, freaking catch their death. And you hear these people going, no, 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 no. I'm like, you know what? I would like to see you do their job. I would really like to see you do their job and how well you can maintain your control and your composure dealing with all these people like you. Because let me tell you something, it is not easy. It is not easy when you are dealing with nothing but grown ass kids. Grown ass kids. They're not adults because they're not acting like adults, and they're not out there freaking doing something productive with themselves. They would prefer to be on the streets and not have to do anything and depend on everybody else to do it for them. Now you got some that are like Charles that has a job, and you got others that are working, but they're not there. So you have all these idiots, including females, that are just downright lazy, don't want to do anything productive with their life, and wants everything handed to them in the silver platter. Not caring that the people that are opening up early in the morning so you can get in there and out of the rain and out of the cold, um, maybe they had plans for that weekend and they had to put that on hold because it is raining and they have a heart, so maybe have a little understanding for them because their job is not an easy one. Even my mother said he must have patience like a saint. And I was like, he and Heather both have massive, massive patience. And I told her, I said, all they are, Mom, is glorified babysitters that don't get paid enough because they're not just doing one job. The upper level people that get to sit behind their fucking desk and do whatever the fuck they want, fucking be assholes, excuse my language, but bark orders and not help out. So my dom being the only male security guard there and fucking muscular, in my sense he is muscular, um, does everything else. From carpentry to rallying the masses to calming them the fuck down and people talking smack on him and whatnot, and he still keeps his cool. While these other yahoos that are so freaking stuck chasing the dragon and not doing anything for themselves, fucking belittle them, put them down, um, because of whatever has happened in the past. And not knowing that some of these idiots here in the center, you might as well play pointing the finger to yourself because what? But they see them as the higher power people, you know. And I'm like, you're no better. You're no better. In fact, you're worse. You're worse because you are acting like a little kid and not getting their fucking way. So you're going to throw a tantrum in public, make a scene like a child does, a 2-year-old child at that. And mind you, my youngest acts more mature than these idiots out here. Than these idiots, and I hope she still does. Because if she's not, well, that's on my ex-in-laws. Because you know what, you have her now, and that's you. You got to figure out where you're going wrong in raising my daughter up. Because when I had her, I tried to instill respect and the child. And she acted much more mature than these idiots. Now I don't know. My middle child, we're not even going to go there because she is part of the problem and not a solution. Come on. What do you want to play? She wants to play now. But, with that being said, and I love my middle child to death, I am so proud of my son. My son is the level headedness of probably all three of my kids. What? You gonna talk to me? Talk? Speak? What is it that you want? You gotta tell Mama. Tell me. Okay, well, until you tell me, that's gonna stay there. Okay. I gotcha. There you go. She jumps up here. Mwah. Oh, Lord, I love your sweetness. This is my sweet little baby girl. Her's my world. Her and Daddy both are my world. Yes, they are. Yeah. My fur baby. Her think her's a big old hellhound and her not. Her's a little turbird. Are you a little turbird? Guess what? You're staying in today. It's raining. Them ears go back. You see yourself in the camera? Oh, thank you. But I don't want you to kiss it in the mouth, baby. Heard that her ears rubbed. Heard that her ears rubbed. That's what I do. Well, say bye to everyone, Bella. Say the Dunsky bye. Bye. We're getting off here. I'll see y'all later. Bye.